Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, and I want to post a follow-up review for the 2024 Acura Integra A-Spec that you can see right there behind me. So this is my 2024 Acura Integra A-Spec. I've had it for exactly a week, and I wanted to post a 2024 Acura Integra 1 week follow-up review. This is an honest review. Obviously, I'm not being paid to post this review like all my reviews. I mean, I bought this car, I wanted to buy it, I saw it on the road, I said it looks good. So I'm like, well, let's see, let's find out. So I called Kirk. That's right, Kirk Acura. So if you're shopping for an Acura, whether it's the Integra or any other Acura model, call Kirk Acura. Ask for Tommy Calhoun. When you get Tommy Calhoun on the phone, say, Tommy, Rick Sky referred me. So, after driving the 2024 Acura Integra A-Spec for a week, what do I think? Number one, I've done my due diligence. I've looked at the tires. All 4 tires are the same size. So once I hit the point to where I have to replace the tires, I should have a minimal tire spin because I'm getting 4 of a kind instead of a lot of vehicles have staggered tires. So that's a huge value add. They're not run flat tires. That's great. I hate run flats. They're overpriced. They're noisy. They wear out quickly. The color is awesome. You know, I would have gotten a different color, but blue, I got lucky. I got my blue from Kirk. They had the blue in when I was shopping from Acura Integra. I think it looks great. You know, my wife said, she said, that's a very blue car. I said, you're right, it is, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a blue car, I like it. I think they've done an amazing job with the exterior styling. Check out my initial review video. I walk around the entire vehicle. It's absolutely incredible, especially the rear end of the vehicle. I mean, they have made this thing, the visual appearance of this vehicle, in my opinion, greatly exceeds its price point. And during the first week of ownership, you know, I pulled up some places. You know, there's some exotics that come up, you know, those exotic cars, and they come up and they're looking at my car, and I'm like, that's interesting, because you don't see these on the road. People can't figure out what it is. And even had this one guy, and it was obvious. It was a bright yellow exotic vehicle. It was a convertible, and he pulls up, and he's got, you know, it's him, and then he's got this, I know it wasn't a wife, it was just a girlfriend or whatever, and you know, she's totally disinterested in him, and you know, the typical thing, you know, somebody with an exotic car. So they pull up. I'm at a gas station, you know, a petrol station, in my blue car, and you know, she's looking at it, she's like, what kind of car is that? You know, I'm like, and I just look back, I didn't even say Acura, I'm just like, it's an A-Spec. And you can see her, she's like, what's an A-Spec? Because people don't know what it is. And it was just a funny situation, because she's in this exotic sports car with some guy that's like, he's probably just a total jerk. She's disinterested in him. She was into the car, and she liked my car better than she liked his exotic. So that's just a real world illustration. Sorry. That's a real world illustration of how attention getting this car is. You can have some girlfriend or mistress, whatever she was, in an exotic, and then you pull up at the gas station, the petrol station, in an Acura Integra A-Spec, and you get all the attention. So it's pretty interesting. As far as gas mileage, around town, non-highway, I'm getting around 32 miles per gallon, which has exceeded my expectations. I don't use the premium fuel. I know it's recommended. Let me get some water. I know the premium fuel is recommended, but I don't use it. It's too expensive. So I'm getting that 30, 32 around town, not driving like a slowpoke, you know, not driving super aggressively, but I'm getting 30 or 32, you know, around town, which is great gas mileage. Oh, it's pollen, man. But yeah, so the fuel economy is great. When I do a highway trip, I'm going to check the gas mileage for that. So the gas mileage is great. The performance is great. It's got a very good handling. Germans, you know, you always feel connected with the road. This, I feel connected with the road. The electronics, they're a tier above what I've found in German vehicles. The road noise, acoustic treatments, they don't acoustically treat this as much as they did. Like I've had a few Audis, Audi A3 and Audi A4. Those had better acoustic treatments, you know, so you don't hear wind noise and all that. This, you can definitely hear and feel the road, which is great. It makes me feel connected. It's not too noisy. It's not like I feel like I'm driving in a junky vehicle. It's not like that. But it's, you know, you definitely hear, from my experience, more road noise and wind noise in this than I did my Audi A3 or my Audi A4. Not this a problem. It's not excessive. I like it. I mean, it makes me feel more connected. The horn on this is is very audible, which is good if you got to get somebody's attention. I was in a Volkswagen Jetta going down the interstate. 18-wheeler starts coming over. I lay down the horn. He didn't hear me in the Volkswagen Jetta. So I almost died. I almost got stuck under the, you know, the back of the 18-wheeler because it didn't have that little plastic thing to keep cars out. So I almost died because he couldn't hear my horn in the Jetta. Fortunately, the Jetta, although I think it was only 140 horsepower, so I was able to maneuver, and there was a shoulder on the side of the interstate, so I was able to get into that and aggressively swerve and then gun it and get in front of him, and I didn't die, so that was good. But yeah, after owning this car for a week, it's been, you know, highlights. Great fuel economy, very comfortable in the interior, very visually pleasing interior as well, visually pleasing exterior. You don't see these on the road. You see so many people, like I said, the mistress or girlfriend or whatever she was of the guy in the exotic vehicle. You know, I got that attention. I don't want attention. That's not why I'm driving it. But you see people looking. I was at another place. Dude pulls up in a truck, probably like a $80,000 or $90,000 truck. He's like, "Whoa, man! What kind of car is that?" You know, like it attracts attention because it looks so good and it's less common on the road. You see Audis and BMWs everywhere. You don't see this everywhere. So that's a value add. I like my own. I like to create my own trends. So driving a vehicle that's less common is a good thing for me. So I like that. The storage space in the back. Subscribe, and check out my video. The hatchback area is huge. Fold the rear seats down, it's even more massive. So to look at this, you're like, oh, you know, that's a sports car. Yes, it is, but it's also a highly capable road trip car because you got so much cargo capacity. The electronics are great. Haven't had any crashes. The sound system in that is better than any vehicle I've ever owned. It's called the ELS 3D Audio. Acura Integra A-Spec with technology. So I've got the top trim. Now Acura just released it's is it Type S or Type R? I think they call it Type S. This is 200 horsepower. They've just released one that's over 300. But 200 horsepower in this is more than enough for me for daily driving. More than enough for me to get performance on the back roads. So I mean, this thing, fuel economy, performance, visuals inside and out, the technology that's in it, you know, time will tell. Will this technology fail? Like, I have a common problem with Audi and Volkswagen with technology failing. Will this technology fail? To be determined. But Japanese vehicles historically have a great reputation when it comes to the technology that's inside the vehicle. So this thing does detect when you're driving down the road and there's a speed limit sign. It'll detect most of the speed limit signs. It's got lane detection you can turn on, so if you're swerving off the side of the road or swerving into the middle, it'll alert you. Backup camera with audible beeps if you're getting close to something. It's also got front sensors, so if you're parking up against a building, you get close to the wall, it's going to start beeping at you. So that's nice. It's got a lot of technology. It's got a sunroof, even though I don't even care about sunroofs. It's got one. Some people say, oh, the sunroof's too small. Honestly, most every car I've owned that had a sunroof, whether it was small or large, I've kept that closed. Never even used it. The wheels that come on it look great in my opinion, and they're easy to clean because of that dark color. So even as they get dirty throughout the week, because I typically only wash the car once a week, even when they get dirty, they still look good. So, you know, this car has a lot of things going for it, and I like the orchid seats, the white colored seats that I got. And they've got like a fake suede type fuzzy feel in the middle of them. They feel really good. But as I've mentioned, those seats in white, you know, if you're like me and you like chicken wings and barbecue ribs, keep that greasy stuff out of your car. Don't eat it in there, because you'd really mess those seats up. But yeah, just a very well executed vehicle that performs well, but also gets excellent miles per gallon. So it's a, like I said, I just use basic fuel in there. I haven't put in the premium fuel. Even though it's recommended, I just use the cheapest fuel I can get at the gas station, the petrol station. So yeah, honest, 1 week after owning and driving my 2024 Acura Integra A-Spec with technology car for a week. Nothing negative to say, but you can count on one thing. If I do have something negative to say, I'll be posting a video and tell you all about it. So subscribe and ring that bell and check out all my car videos. And again, if you're shopping for the Acura Integra or any Acura, go to Schottenkirk. It's pollen, man. It's killing me. Go to Schottenkirk Acura and say, may I please speak with Tommy Calhoun? And when Tommy Calhoun gets on the phone, tell him that Rick Sky referred you. Best Acura salesperson I've ever met. And it's my first Acura, so it's the first Acura salesperson I've ever met too. But he knows the stuff inside and out. If you want to ask technical questions, he can steer you in the right direction. So appreciate your viewership. Anything that happens, obviously I will be posting follow-up videos. I don't sugarcoat anything about cars. Subscribe, check out my cars playlist. You can see the rat's nest worth of issues that I encountered with my Audis and my Volkswagens. It's all there. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating anything. So thanks for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe, ring that bell, and stay tuned for more videos soon. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Rick Sky here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Rick Sky. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.